What's up, my friends? Welcome back to another vlog. And man, I look like a 90s kid today. I look like that kid from the movie Clueless or, Bring It On. Not that I'm a fan of those movies or anything, but you guys know what I mean. I mean, look at this. Like, look, it looks like I'm like from the 90s today with my little haircut and blue t-shirt there. I'm about ready to join an alternative rock band. I guess that's an appropriate starter for what I want to talk about today. And what I wanted to discuss today is my favorite drug. That's right, guys, my favorite drug, which is ecstasy, and in particular, low-level ecstasy. I hope you guys have grabbed by now that I'm not talking about drugs, actual drugs, of course, but I am talking about low-level ecstasy. Which is kind of a real term. I don't think, I mean, I'm not sure how many people actually use that term or how familiar it is. But, I was reading one of my favorite books again, actually listening to one of my favorite books. I've read it tons of times, by Bill Bryson, A Walk in the Woods. I listened to it on audiobook this time. It's a great audiobook, very, much more humorous when it's actually read to you. But it's one of my favorite books of all time. And in that book, there's a section where Bill is walking the Appalachian Trail. Obviously, that's what the book is about. And there's one section in there where he's walking the trail, and he comes across they come across a shelter, of course, in the middle of the trail there. And he didn't have any books left to read. That was like his thing to do on the trail, every night was to climb into his sleeping bag, and before he went to bed every night, he would just like sit there and read a book. And I believe he said his favorite author and what he brought with him at the time was Graham Greene. And by the time they got to this shelter, he didn't have any books left. And he was so delighted to learn that some other hiker, had left a Graham Greene paperback behind for him to read. And he was so excited by this, and he was so delighted by this, right? And he coined it low-level ecstasy, which is something that everybody needs more and more in their life. And what that means is getting excitement from small things. And I started to think to myself, I do that too. I listen to, I have Lord of the Rings on audiobook, and I listen to it every day on the bus to go to work, right? I have that audiobook with me. I have The Hobbit with me too, right? And I just listen to them on and off, pieces and sections of the book on and off, and it makes me happy. It really does actually change my mood, going to work every day, just knowing that I have those audiobooks to listen to look forward to just for that bus ride every day. And the bus ride is only like 15 minutes long, so I only get this short 15-minute window. But in that short 15-minute window, I get this time spent with some of the greatest characters in not just movie history, but in literature, obviously, as well. And it makes me happy. It kind of like, prepares me, I guess you could say, for my day at work. And I started to think about how many things there really are like that in our lives. It can be something as simple as, looking forward to going to a movie that you really want to see, and just counting the days until you get there. Or it could be, something your family does for you, or something your friends do for you that makes you happy. An item that you receive, a gift, a random gift that you receive, that kind of like changes your whole perspective on the day, or maybe the entire year. And it's something we need more in our lives. We don't really look around for small things like that. Just small things. Small things. Like me being a YouTuber, like a friendly comment or something like that can just change our entire day. Something that we weren't necessarily looking forward to, but we can accept as a small, wonderful gift that kind of makes us happy throughout the day. People too often rely on big things. They plan for retirement. They plan for big vacations. They plan for big, trips or big events or concerts like that. And they allow themselves to kind of get in the mindset of they can only attain happiness from these big events in life. It's like the only thing they get happiness from is something that costs a lot of money, or it's a big event, or it's a big deal. But I think that we might be able to, I dare say, be more happy, even happier than that, than looking forward to big events, looking forward to a lot of small events in our life on a daily basis, because that's what it's about. You have to live in the now. You have to kind of accept that, the future is going to come as it does, and the past is what it was. The only thing that you can do, and the only thing really that has ever existed in your life, is now. The only thing that ever has existed is what's happening right now, literally right now in this moment. And we need to start looking around for tiny little things that can make us happy. Just like Bill Bryson on the trail finding that book, we need to look for tiny little things like that in our lives that can make us happy on sometimes, an hour-to-hour basis. Seriously, think about that. Think about, is there anything that you can find? Is there anything you can search for maybe on an hour-to-hour basis that just keeps you going through the day, that makes you happy? It could be, like I said, it could be a video that you watch, a YouTube video that you have on your phone or something like that, or an audiobook that you listen to, or a certain song that gets you through the day or something like that. Or several songs. But everybody has their thing, right? But I guess what I'm saying is, try to look for smaller things. Don't focus on bigger things so much, because bigger things are hard to attain sometimes, and they're hard to get to, right? They're hard to get to. It's a struggle. It's stressful. I'm not saying don't plan big things that make you happy. Of course, plan big things that make you happy. But what I'm saying is, in daily life, there are many, many small things that we're already overlooking that could possibly make us just as happy on a day-to-day basis. Which is a really interesting thought when you think about it. So those are my thoughts for the day, guys. I gotta get to work as always. But now it's time for you guys to leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great Whiteboard. What do you guys think about that? And what are some of your favorite things that you do on a daily basis? As tiny things, right? Small things that keep you happy. As always, until next we meet, take care, and I'll see you guys back here for the next vlog very soon. Later.